Alright guys, I'm back for part 3 of the Ultimate Optimus Prime review. Hopefully this works out. I don't know, I've got the camera kind of over my shoulder here because this guy is so big. I'm trying to get a good angle so I can show you everything at the same time and get a good view, and it's going to be tricky, but let's see if we can do it. This thing is just massive. Here's my 12-inch ruler. Goes up to his head. So he's 12 inches at his head. And then give or take, depending on how you have him posed, another 10 inches if you want to, even more. So you're up to 2 feet probably if you have the wing things all the way up. And they are posable, so you can put them any way you like. This is just kind of the way they have him in most of the display pictures, so that's how I have him. 2 huge complaints, and then I'll get into some of the more fine details. First complaint, his upper body doesn't really get any help. It's still kind of skinny. His waist is big, his hands and feet are all huge. His head, especially, is really tiny, and his upper body is just really small. Second huge complaint, he has no knee articulation at all once he's combined. His feet are ratcheted side to side. They don't move forward and backward. Let's see if I can show this to you. There you go. His feet do have ratchets, so you can pose them a little better, but they don't move forward and back, just side to side. He is nice and sturdy, though. He's got gigantic feet, so that'll help keep him in place. Get that out of the way. His feet are huge. They're a little blocky looking, but they're not terrible. His arms do maintain all of their original articulation. It's a little tricky sometimes, though. In and out, forward, back, the elbow, it all works. The big arms go down into his little hands. Or the big hands, I guess I should say, go into his little hands. It's all kind of tricky when you start to pose him, but it is there. It does work. These shoulder pads just kind of flap down. All of the wings are fully posable any way you want to, or you can pop them off if you want to. These things move up here. The head obviously still moves. That's what he looks like. He's really gigantic. He's got some nice blue shading, metallic blue inside the wings. But overall there's a lot of gray, a lot of plain gray. Not really a lot of backpack. He's all pretty sleek. His back is pretty plain, though. It's really plain. It's just all gray except for the blue there and the little pieces here and there. So it could have used some more paint, but it's really just looks like the sides of a trailer strapped to his back from the back. It kind of looks like that from the front, but it is forgivable because he's still a pretty cool figure. Unfortunately, he never looked like this in the movie. That would have been really nice. But he does have some cool stuff here. It is a really cool figure just to have, especially for the price, 60 to 70 bucks. This thing's just massive. So it's definitely worth it. I would recommend you pick it up for sure. He does come with it. This is his Mech Tech gun right here. It makes noises. You press this button, it makes one noise. This button makes another. And then if you pull this back, three lights flash, two there, one up front, and it does make more noise, and the front expands as well. He has this little Optimus hood there. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. The lights are in there and in there. I don't know if that showed the first time, so I'll point it out again. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go, we know. And he's got the cool little Autobot logo right there. It's embossed and painted, so that's really nice. Now back to this little helmet visor thing. It's clear with like a targeting system on the front. That's because you can snap it onto him. Let's see if I can get it on him at this angle. Alright, I'll just have to pick him up. There we go. It snaps on there and goes over his head, and then you can bring his arms up and they can peg into, I can't really see what I'm doing, but they peg in on both sides. Alright, well, I can't really reach it, but that's what it does. It snaps onto his head, he's got the helmet, and he's got a big cannon thing. It pegs in there, but whatever. You get the idea. Kind of gimmicky, but still pretty cool. The whole toy is gimmicky, if you want to get right down to it, but it is a cool toy, and I recommend you pick it up for the price. You can't beat it. It's huge. It is the ultimate Optimus Prime. It's gigantic. It has some really nice features. It has some flaws, but what toy doesn't? So I'm going to give we already gave the trailer mode, the vehicle mode, a 7. The regular robot mode, a 7. I'm going to stick with 7 and give this one a 7 too. The arms could connect a little better. There could be knee articulation. Upper body could have a little bit more meat to it. Otherwise, it really does what it's supposed to do. It looks really cool on display. Has a lot of nice features. So go pick it up, 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This is the end of part 3, the final part of the Ultimate Optimus review. Keep an eye out for more reviews and more custom figures. In the meantime, keep collecting.